Hey guys, this is Ian with Veritas. Welcome back to the channel. I got another comparison for you today. I was going to compare the Berg Sport V4 with the Squatch Lore 1.0. However, I think it would be more of a fair comparison if I got the Squatch Lore 2.0. So we are going to do Pound Octothorpe versus Berg Sport V4. Shout out to Berg Sports for sending this back to me to do all these reviews. Link is in the description below for both bags. However, the Berg Sport gets 10% off if you use code VERIDISC. And again, dimensions and weight are also in the description of this video. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. All right, we have the close-up of the bags. And I'm gonna break down the exterior, interior, and then fill it up, wear it, and then do a plop test and see how they fare against one another. Let's start with the Pound Octothorpe over here. At the top, you'll see that there is a hull loop. This hull loop, Pound's known for this hull loop as far as I can remember in terms of using bags ever since I got my first Pound. This hull loop is a big hull loop, big hand, small hand, it doesn't matter. You can get through that hull loop just fine. Moving down from there, there are going to be two D-rings. It's going to be attached onto the back straps itself, so it kind of saves a little bit of space. You still have D-rings to hook your items to. Moving down from there, we have the putter pocket right here. Pound is known for their customization and their quality craftsmanship. Of note, every single thing, almost every single thing on this bag is customizable, meaning there are different color selections that you can choose from, anywhere from the zipper to the zipper pulls to the zipper hardware itself. Also, the top material here is also customizable. You can choose colors you want, bottom material as well. Pound likes to do 500D Cordura on top, 1000D Cordura on the bottom, and if they have matching colors of those two materials, then you can choose an all green, all red, all blue, whatever you want for that bag. They do have a selection of deluxe and omakase on their website that uses Recore material, which is recycled Cordura or recycled nylon, but I think it's more recycled Cordura or recycled nylon material. But anyways, you can actually look on their website. They do have a recycled fabric section for their bags and a lot of their ambassador bags as well. Back to the bag. One of the detail things that Pound does on their putter pockets, which I fell in love with when I got my first Pound, is that they have this putter pouch flap on the top here, an extra fabric. What that does is when you put your disc in here and you fold this down and zip it, this gusset at the top right here creates a little bit of a space so that you can close this flap. Not all bags do that. And it also has this little button. They use snap buttons. They don't use Velcro on their bags, aside from the Velcro patch that you can put your own Velcro on. But they use snap buttons to hold things down. What this snap button does is that inside the putter pocket, there is this little flap right here, and it has a snap button as well. And that mates together like this. And then that's what keeps the flap down. Now, inside that same sleeve, there's going to be a zipper back here. This zipper is for a water bladder pocket. It can hold up to, I believe, a 2.5 or 3 liter. And then below the rest of that sleeve is a huge pocket. I could fit my whole entire hand in here. So if you want to use it for other items, when you put this flap down, you can certainly do so. Another thing Pound likes to do is they like to have these little wraps right here on a lot of parts of their bag, and that makes it clean, nice touch. This 500D Cordura runs all the way to the bottom of the bag, and then the rest of the pocket is lined with a 200D nylon material. And as long as I've been using Pound, their 200D nylon material has never been wrinkled. I don't know what they do with their fabric, but it's always nice. It looks like it's been ironed straight before they put in their bags. So it never looks cheap and it never looks wrinkled. The weave on it is really nice as well. It's smooth and supple, but not as supple as the 420D, which I'll show you in the Berg's bag. Moving down from there, we have the Pound patch that gets sewn on. This is where the mini pocket sits. It doesn't fit any of the big discs, but it'll fit most good size minis right there. Moving down from there, this is an extra pocket that you can put in here. This is for your scorecard. It does not fit a disc. The main compartment has, by the way, these zippers are not waterproof. It's because I chose it for not to be waterproof because I use a rainfly on all of my Pound bags. You can choose it to be waterproof just like the Berg Sport over here. Opening up the flap, you have the nice 200D nylon in here. Obviously it's not as thick as the Berg Sport, which you'll see in a minute. All customized Pound bags will have your name on the tag right here along with the Made in USA tag. Inside of that, this Velcro right here mates with this Velcro underneath the putter pocket. And then inside of that, you're going to have the 500D that runs all the way the back of the bag and the bottom of the bag. And that 500D Cordura sits on top of the 1000D Cordura. And then along the side is going to be that 200D nylon material. This bag does come fully assembled. You do not have to do any assembly once you get it. And of note, the interior of this bag, the liner is red. You can choose any color that is available on their website, which is, again, it's part of that customization. Also, we have these little nice wrap stitching right here, and they do it throughout the whole entire bag, which you will see. Moving down from there, we have this elasticated strap right here. This is to help hold the umbrella or their stool or anything like that. This whole bottom, anything that you see this color right here is going to be the 1000D Cordura, which is you see on the bottom as well. And there's no rails, it's just a soft bottom. So that is the front of the Pound bag. On the Berg Sport itself, we have two really gnarly D-rings on each side right here. It is not attached to the strap. It's kind of nice. It's off to the side. We have a putter pocket. Every single zipper on this bag is water resistant. It is the SBS water resistant, whereas the Pound is the YKK. They're pretty comparable. A lot of companies are starting to use the SBS now. They have the nice zipper pulls with the plastic piece right here. Pound uses kind of like a paracord to do the zipper pulls. They are long enough, so it's actually not too bad in terms of using it, and it feels much more premium than some of the other zipper pulls that I've used that are paracord. Back to the putter pocket over here. The top of the flap does have this pocket right here that you can put some small items at the top right here. Once you flip that up, you see that 420D nylon material, and that is a really nice sheen material. It also got that little wrap that you see on the Pound. Inside this bag is all black. It's not customizable, obviously, but it's all black. I prefer different color lining in my bags, but that usually adds an additional cost. Inside the putter pocket, at the bottom is lined with 1000D Cordura. It is only lined one strip across. The rest is just the 420D, which is still a good material and very premium material. It's got these Velcro straps right here. This is to put the divider, because this bag does come with a divider for the putter pocket. Moving down from there, we have this nice Velcro patch that runs across right here. Huge Velcro patch, probably one of the biggest, largest surface area in terms of Velcro patch on a bag that I've seen. Moving down from there, we have this nice pocket that does fit a disc, not just a scorecard. We got the same water resistant zipper. The flap is much bigger, I think, than the Pound itself. Inside of that, got that 420. I love this 420D liner. I can touch this liner all day. Got a Velcro piece here. This Velcro mates with the strip back here. I will say, after using this bag for a while, I wish this strip right here would sit underneath the putter pocket like all the other bags that I've used. The reason why is because sometimes this strap doesn't really touch this that well. It only touches like maybe half of the strip right here. I think putting this other Velcro strip underneath the pocket would actually keep the flap up a little bit better versus how it's set up right now. Rest of the pocket main compartment is going to be that 420D all black. The one thing that this bag has that most bags that I've used do not have is this extra flap right down here. Lined with the 420D, it's got an extra Velcro strip right here. That Velcro strip mates with another 420D right here. Underneath that is a foam, and then underneath that you got this tarpaulin material. I actually wish more bags would have materials like this. I will say that Pound does have a black waterproof coating bottom material, the 1000D, for their bags if you choose to customize their bags. That is an option. It's an extra $50, I believe. Whereas the Berg Sport, it comes like that with the tarpaulin material. So there's essentially 3 to 4 layers on here: tarpaulin, foam, 420, and then another 420 with the foam inside. So it's got plenty of layers. It is a soft bottom. There's no rails, thank God, because I really don't like rails on bags. Then we got the Berg Sport logo embroidered into here versus Pound's patch. By the way, this patch on the Pound is also, you can choose different color options as well. Moving to the sides, we got Pound's side pockets here that runs the whole length of the bag. This pocket on the Octothorpe, when you order it, it comes with a slim version, and you can actually order it with a wide version for an extra $10 on both sides. It's $10 the whole thing, not $10 per side. So I ordered the extra wide, which is the pay the extra $10 to get the wide version here. This pocket runs the whole entire length. Again, we got the 2 zippers. You open that up, you got the nice little wrap in here, you got the nice 200D nylon, you got the elasticated pocket. It's a deep pocket, not a slouch by any means. And then the rest of the pocket is lined with a 500D Cordura. So 220 at the top and then 500D towards the bottom. So that's the difference that I've seen compared to most bags. Outside of that, we have an outside pocket with a gusset. I love these gusset because if you put anything bulky, bulgy, like a rangefinder or a big whale sack or anything like that, or a big dry bag, it does bulge out to give it a little bit extra space. This 3x3 Velcro right here is extra. This does not come with it, so you do have to pay extra for that, and it does fit a really nice size patch, but it can only fit one patch versus the one on the Berg Sport. The side pocket, we got 2 zippers again. It comes with an insulated insert. It does not come with a cooler like the Berg Sport does, but it does come with this insulated insert, which I think most companies should have this, because I think this is such a nice, what I nice about this is that you can take this and move it to the other side, so that you're not stuck with just the water bottle on one pocket. You can move it on each, whatever side you want, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed person. And it has a divider that you can move back and forth. And this can go into a lot of other pound bags too. So I've used this in a Squatch bag as well. Moving to the other side, we got the other side right here, kind of same setup. However, when you open this up, you have a pencil holder, a marker holder. You have these 2 elastic strap here. This is where your stool or your umbrella or your retriever would go. And the rest of the pocket, once again, we have 500D on the rest of the pocket, halfway down, and then you have the 200D on the top. On the outside, it's going to be the same thing. We got a similar pocket right here. Again, it's a big pocket. I can put my whole entire hand in there. And then you got another hall pocket on the side. These are called hall pockets. That's what Pound calls them. Kind of similar setup. The side of the Berg Sport, we have this side right here. Their solution to having an umbrella holder or stool holder or anything like that is this outside pocket. I don't have an umbrella right now, but I do have the stool, which I have not tried to see if it will fit in here. I don't believe it's gonna fit. So this side right here is for the retriever. I don't have an umbrella anymore because Stan took it back, but I will show you how that works later on. Side pocket right here. Open that up, you got that 420, we got the elasticated pocket right here. It does not run the whole entire depth of the width of the pocket, the depth of the pocket, like it does on Pounds. If it did that, it would actually be kind of cool, but it's still there for you to use, and the rest of the pocket is at 420. And then the outside of it is a zipper pocket with that water resistant material, and then you have space to put some stuff in there. The one thing that this Berg Sport has on the terms of side pockets that most bags don't have, and I think only other one company has it, which I will do a review later, but it has a zipper on the back right here. What this allows you to do is unzip it, and you can turn a slim pocket to a wide without paying an extra $10. And it winds up by 2 inches, just like that. And I think that's a really nice feature to have and not have to pay extra like the Pound does. But that's just my opinion. And it is once you open it up, it does have the 1000D Cordura that is the same material as the rest of the bag. Also of note, this whole entire Berg Sport V4 Ultimate is made of 1000D Cordura. There is no 500D on here. So it's just 1000D and then 420 interior. There is no compromise with this bag in terms of materials. Moving down from there, we have a side hall pocket here. This hall pocket does have a divider, but like I said, this divider is only Velcro into this pocket. You can't really move it from one pocket to another. So if you are a left-handed person and you are going to get the strap on first, and your water bottle's on this side, you might run into nicking it over with the with your elbow. The other side pocket on the Berg here, similar setup. However, we have a phone holder on the side, and it's felt lined in here. It's lined with felt, proper English, Ian. And I love this pocket a lot because I can just do this all day and it will fit. This right now is an S21 Ultra, but you can see it can fit other bigger phones if you need to. And then that pocket just kind of covers just like that. And there's still plenty of room up here to fit bigger phones. So it does have room to grow compared to other bags. On the Pound, the only place I can put my phone is in this elasticated pocket right here. But it does work fairly well compared to the other bags I've used. So there you go, that's what I've been using to put my phone. Moving down from there, we have the same side pocket right here, except in here we're going to have pencil holder, marker holder, and we still have the elasticated part just like the Pound. However, this can be used for a small retriever. Any big retrievers, you would want to use this big side pocket on the outside. Moving down from there, instead of having a zipper pocket, there's going to be a net pocket right here. This is where I put my mini or my dry bag. We got identical pocket on this side, except instead of having a divider, it does come with a cooler, and the cooler does go in here. I actually don't know where my cooler is, but the cooler does fit in here very nicely. That's the side pockets. Moving to the back of the bag, this is where Pound shines compared to most bags in the company, not just the V4. On the Pound, these straps are filled with plenty of cushions. The 3D fabric material is really nice. They used to pill, but now they've changed the 3D mesh material. And the 3D mesh doesn't pill as much anymore. The straps are removable and they use snap buttons. They don't use those hardwares that are sewn in improperly. The snap buttons are sewn in the right spot. The top load lifters are sewn in the right spot. They're sewn on top of the pocket. And we have plenty, and it's always in this deploy position, which I think is what makes the Pound straps so much more comfortable than pretty much almost any bag I've used. I mean, there's one other bag that is similar in comfort, but I think the way Pound designs it over time, now that I've been wearing it, I feel like this is more comfortable than the other company. Moving down from there, we got a sternum strap right here. Pound likes to put their little logos on these little straps right here, which I love seeing. Their mesh panel runs the whole entire length of the bag. They put a 1000D Cordura material at the bottom here. This is where the mesh would touch the ground or rub on your bag. They put this here to prevent the mesh from tearing apart. And then they have the soft on each side here. They don't leave it hard. That gives it room to kind of contour to your back. They do not come with strap keepers. I actually add these myself. And then one last thing, it does have a button right here. This is for your rainfly. The Berg Sport, we have a very simple design. However, the 3D mesh is still pretty thick. It's very good padding compared to the Pound. It's not as good, but it's good padding. The stitching isn't that good on the straps for whatever reason. They don't have a haul pocket here. I'm sorry, a haul loop here. They have this that's built into the straps, which is fine. However, after hiking my whole entire life, basically, I find that these strap systems like this are not comfortable, especially when you're hiking 5 to 6 miles. In one hike, you're going to want straps like this, and I'm so used to having straps like this on my hiking bags, and that's why I love Pound so much, or any bag company that makes straps similar to this. On the course, when you start carrying so many items, you want straps with load lifters, even if they don't function well, because these bags do not come with belt straps. But it does help a little bit, and I think moving these straps up a little bit and giving me a haul loop and then just taking this out, it definitely helped with the comfort. With that being said, it is sewn into this strip right here. That's not really how Pound is done. As you can see, it's snapped into, so I'll show you, it'll snap into there. So there's no stitching to come off. Like, there is no stress point for Pound. It's a snap button, and there's no room for stress points because nothing's sewn in. It's snapped into there. And then we got these 3D mesh materials. These function really well. Normally I'm not a fan of these. I prefer a whole panel like this, but this is actually one of the most comfortable in a bag with this setup that I've used. Is it as comfortable as this? No, not really, because this doesn't really conform to my bag as well as the Pound, but it does have airflow right here for you if you sweat. It also has a sternum strap here. It also has extra straps that you can hook on other things right here, which is nice. And it does not come with excess strap keepers. I don't know. Well, actually, it kind of does. It has this little elasticated piece right here that does kind of keep it together for you, so it kind of works a little bit. So if you're not yanking on it too much, then it's not really that bad. So you can see, there you go. It kind of keeps it off the ground compared to the Pound where it had nothing on there. Let's go ahead and fill them up. All right, guys, I have the bag loaded up. I just want to show you guys what a retriever looks like in the Pound bag here. You can see this is the elasticated There's one elasticated band here and there's one elasticated band down here. Now, what Pound used to do in the past is they used to have a sleeve right here. Long time ago when they first started making bags. A sleeve that runs the whole length here. And they have gone away with that because they really count on their customers using their Rainfly, which is probably one of the best Rainflies I've ever used on the market. But I wanted to show you guys what that looks like versus Berg Sport. Now, as much as I love my Pound bags, I like this so much better on the V4. This is so much nicer. The reason for that is that when I put this in here, I don't have a zipper that is having the teeth of the zipper touching this metal. Whereas on the Pound, I'm having to do this. And now this is tall enough, so I can definitely fit it in here. But an umbrella or anything else, it would actually peek through. And other bags I've used, it would actually peek through and this would not fit really well. So that's just something to keep in mind, especially if you have a taller retriever or a longer retriever. Now, as far as disc capacity goes, there are 4 putters in the top of the putter pocket of the Pound here. I would try to fit a 5th putter. It will definitely fit 5 in there just fine. And I could take that out. Now, when you first get this Pound Octothorpe, this pocket is not stretched enough to fit this many putters, all right? You're gonna have to use it for a bit before it even comes close to stretching like this. When I first got it, I could not fit this many putters in here. But I'll take it from the middle. It comes out just fine. Now, I wanna show you something about this bag. There's your 5 putters. If I put this pocket over and zip it up, you see how this gusset has bulged up and created space, just a little bit of space, so that all 5 putters have room. But then when you take the putters out and you zip it up, it flattens down. But it's so nice that Pound does this, because after using this bag, I really wish it was the same. There are 6 putters in this right now. And if I try to zip this up, Berg just needs to put a gusset right here. Take this pocket out, because it's hard to use this pocket when I'm using this as a putter. Move this pocket to here, and it would be golden. This bag would be so good if this pocket was moved to here, and a gusset was put right here, so that when I want to throw it in the back of my car or my truck, and I don't want things falling out, I can zip it up. But you can see right now, I am having a difficult zipping this up, and I don't want to rip the zipper, but this is the space that I'm given if I try to zip this up versus the 5 putters that are over here. Now, granted there's 6 in here. Let's go ahead and take out 1, and I'm pretty sure that would work just fine. Well, sort of. I mean, there's still tiny little gap here, and I have to fight with the zipper to get it closed, but it will close. However, if I'm able to fit 6 putters in here, I don't want to be taking out 1 putter just to zip it up. So that's a food for thought on that pocket. But clearly the Berg Sport V4 fits 6 putters way more comfortably than this. If you want a Pound bag that fits 5 to 6 putters up here, then you want to get the Octo Haul. That's their biggest bag in their lineup. There's an extra cost to that, but honestly, when it comes down to it, it's probably only going to cost you extra 15, 20 bucks to get the Octo Haul. So that's the putter pocket. There's 5 in there right now. It's beautiful, beautiful cover. I love it. You can see the underlining of the gusset here. The main compartment, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19. Probably to fit 20 in here if you put another driver, but I'm going to call it 20. But right now, so 20 plus 5 is 25 in here. And then you can definitely fit some 3 discs on this side over here. So, well, probably more than 3 discs. But I'm going to, yeah, 3 discs. So 3 on each side, 25 plus 6 is 31. And then you can certainly fit some in here. You can see here, there's 2. There's 3. Yeah, you can definitely fit 3 on each of these tall pockets. So that's 31 plus 6 is 37. So there's 37 discs you can fit in this pound bag if you were to carry just discs. Okay? And let me show you, I already showed you how the putter pocket is used. Moving, getting discs in and out of this. Wonderful. Okay? This moves a little bit, but it's not, I mean, it's going to have a little bit of friction, but it's not too bad. On the end, however, there's a little bit of fight on the end. So that's my gripe about the pound bag, is at the end here, it's a little bit of a fight. Let's see the Berg Sport putter pocket. Boom. This is actually my current bag that I'm using, so it's got a lot of base plastic in here compared to the demonstration bag over here, demonstration layout. So yeah, 6 putters, fits very comfortably up here, very nice. Main compartment, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. You can definitely fit 18 in there. So 18 plus 6 is 24. I'm pretty sure, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers in there, right? I mean 6 mid-range. Most people only carry like 3 or 4, so you can probably fit 2 or 3 more drivers in here, so it could probably go up to 19, 20. So I'm going to call it 20. 20 plus 6 is 26. So 26, 25 minimum. And then side pockets. Look, that's 2, and that's 3. And then if you were to open this side pocket here, like that, if you wanted to, that's not a good demonstration on that side because it's got stuff in it. Let's go ahead and try and demonstrate on this side. All right, we'll demonstrate on this side here. 2 and 3. And that's with the water bottle. So 3, 6, 3, so another 6, that's 12. Plus 26 is 38. So we're looking at minimum 37, 38. Very comparable in terms of disc capacity and potential disc capacity. Very comparable. The Berg V4, Berg Sport V4, you'd have to unzip this and open up expand the pocket, but that's okay. That's what it's there for. So no big deal. And once you want it slimmed down, you can go ahead and zip it back up and it slims back down for you. So yeah, so these bags are very comparable in terms of carrying capacity. They just function a little different and their price tag are much different. Let's go ahead and pull these out and see how they do. The middle, no problem. The middle is no problem. Very minimal touch on the putter pocket when I'm pulling the drivers out here. On the end, that is a little bit better than the pound. Okay? Yeah, much better, much easier to get it out on the ends here versus the pound bag. So this opening is a little bit wider, a little bit easier for access. It also has this extra pocket right here, which the pound does not have. So there's 39. You probably could fit 40 discs in this bag, honestly, if you really carry a lot of drivers. So yeah, I'm going to call it 40 on this bag, on the Berg V Sport, and 37 on the Octothorpe. But that is the comparison, and I'm going to go ahead and let's see if there's anything else. I already talked about the phone pocket, the water bottle, and the D-ring towels here. It goes on here fine. On the pound, you'd have to put on this D-ring, and it still functions just fine because these straps, they're never flat. They're always sticking up. You can do like this, and I'll just keep going back to the same position. And the water bottle is very functional, very nice on this bag. The pound, it will fit a 32-ounce bottle just fine. The insulation keeps it a little bit more snug and in place than the V4, but they both function just fine. Let's go ahead and put them on. Let's go ahead and put them on, and then we'll do the plop test and see how that goes. Let's go ahead and put the Berg Sport V4 first, since it has the water bottle in it already. And both of these should be set to my preference. I'm gonna go ahead and snap that in. All right, so that's from the front, from the side, From the back, from the side again, and then moving back to the front. I'm also going to carry one off. So that's how it looks if I'm walking a short walk to the next tee. All right, let's go ahead and get the Pound on me. And I can tell you right now, man, this thing just cannot be beat. All right, here's the Pound from the front. My God, my God. Side, back, side again, back to the front, carrying one shoulder, one shoulder again, one shoulder again. This bag is just so comfortable. Like, it's just, I don't know how they did it, but they did it. All right. God. That's impressive. All right, that's my overall comparison of the Pound Octothorpe and the Berg Sport V4. I know you guys are going to say, well, these are not comparable in terms of price. You're right, they're not. This bag is almost $600 customized after I pick all the colors, the extra side pocket. You know, you can pick anything from the strap colors to even the mesh. This is red. It normally doesn't come red. It normally comes black, gray, or tan. So I chose this color. You can even pick the top of the straps, whatever color you want. Right now it's red. I can pick a different one and just order it and get that sent to me. So yeah, I mean, the price when it comes to Pound bags is their attention to detail, the quality, craftsmanship, their lifetime warranty is phenomenal. What that means is that if there's anything wrong with your bag in terms of craftsmanship, you send it back to them and they will fix your bag. They're not going to send you a whole new bag. They're going to fix your bag. They're going to literally take the stitching off, take it apart, and put it back together with new zippers, new stitching, whatever your bag needs. Also, a lot of the cost comes from the customization of the bag. Yes, American labor is expensive. It is high compared to most other labor, but the program where you get to customize your bag and make the bag the way you want it to represent who you are, that is where I think a lot of the cost comes from, as well as because the time it takes to go through all those orders and make sure that the colors match exactly what each order requires. And the price doesn't come without gimmicks, okay? I mean the price comes without gimmicks. What that means is that their strap system is no joke. They know how to make a bag that's comfortable. I've been a hiker my whole life, and quite honestly, in disc golf world, their straps are comfortable for long hauls on the course. If you're having 2 rounds a day, I would pick the Pound bag over other bags. However, this bag is 1/3 of the price. 1/3 of the price. And you get so many functions, you get so many quality materials, you get 1,000 decoder on the whole entire bag. You get a tarpaulin bottom that's waterproof. I've had water seep through the bottom of my Pound Granted, it was a torrential downpour. Like, it was drenched because of a torrential downpour. And that's even with my rain fly on. Maybe I used the rain fly wrong. I don't know. Maybe the rain was just so bad that day. But yes, water can get through 1000D Cordura material if there's no tarpaulin at the bottom. Another thing is, you saw the plop test. I don't know what this bag still is, but it will not tip over to save my life. Like, I've tried to drop it. The only time I've gotten it to even come close to tipping over is me dropping it on the side of a hill. Then it will trip over. But that's physics. That's gravity at its finest. So yeah, so this bag for $200, you get so much. You get an expandable pocket. You get a really good, like a huge size putter pocket. The flap, it can definitely be changed. You get nice D-rings. You get a cooler. You get a 420D nylon material. And the strap system, you know, it's not comparable with Pound. It's just not what this bag is is out to do. Is it better than the previous version? Probably. I've never used the previous version, but I've seen videos online where people are saying this is like 100 times better than their previous versions, and it probably has improved. However, it's not going to be the level of Pound straps. And other companies have tried. Other companies have tried to make it like this, but that's not always the same. So, overall, I know this is not a complete direct comparison. However, I wanted you to see what the difference in price gets you. You get a lot of things that are not necessarily in terms of function with the Pound. You get little things like this where, you know, you get snap buttons instead of Velcro to hold things down. You get a water bladder that is really nice and refined in terms of the pocket. You get this gusset at the top so you can cover it up. This is like a little bit of refinement here. You get the gusset in the side pockets, and the pockets are huge. They're not small by any means. And you get the very nice customization of everything. Different color from the patch to the zipper post, the zipper. Like, you get options. And that's where Pound has most of their price from. As far as like if you were to buy a stock run Pound bag, it's usually $475. That's still double the price of this bag. And I think if you're going to go that route with spending that kind of money, I would recommend looking at this bag first for $220 before looking at a Pound bag, because you get so much for the money on this bag. So many functions. The umbrella holder, the phone holder is one of my favorites. I love this phone holder more than my Pound. And I love the expandable pockets. I love that so much. There are some things that can be refined. My biggest thing is I wish these straps were more comfortable. Just like the overall, the bag is more comfortable, but it is a box. At the end of the day, it's more of a boxy feel than a conforming bag like the Pound. Those are my comparisons of the two bags. Let me know which ones you guys would want to pick. Again, the V4 Ultimate is available in the description below. You do get 10% off if you use my code VERYDISC. And there's other bags available in this lineup. This is their medium-sized bag, and they have the V3 that is going to probably be discontinued, and you can get that before they stop making those. But yeah, just minor changes on this bag would make it way more perfect. Also, this bag is over a pound heavier than the Pound bag, so just keep that in mind. You're saving a ton of weight if you spend a bit more money. It is a lot of money to spend on a Pound bag though, but one thing about Pound is that it's just so comfortable you forget how much you spend on it. However, if you want to spend only $200 and get all the functions, I think this is the best value in that $200 price range, is the Berg Sport V4 Ultimate. All right, that is my overall comparison. My name is Hien. I am with VERYDISC, and thank you so much for watching. Any comments, leave it below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, until next time, hope you have a good time disc golfing.